me free. You did that. I wouldn't trade this place for nothing more. And that is how I really feel. You give me peace, you give me vibes, you give me ups and downs, and you provide my every need. How can I go wrong? Hiruna, land of my birth. Hiruna, you give me the sweetest vibe. Hiruna, it's the best times of my life. Hiruna, land of my birth. Hiruna, you give me the sweetest vibe. Hiruna, it's the best times of my life. Hiruna, land of my birth.
99.9 WEFM. Activated mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
All right, and we are back. We're back in studio with our activated mornings. And just before I go into the topic, just so that you know, in studio there are 4 of us this morning, Dr. Thompson and his angels. So we have Dr. Thompson, we have Christal, Roleza, and myself, Dianna. And this morning we're talking sports. In other words, we're running Wiimote. Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Sorry.
In local context, that's not good thing, you know.
Well, it's true now, but
our mouths are running.
Positively this morning, we bare positive things going on here this morning, right? So we were speaking earlier of Shafika's success at the Olympics, right, thus far. But this morning we're going to talk about our fellow Caribbean brothers and sisters, because not only did SVG do well, but we also have some historic moments from, I would say, it was a historic weekend. And what are the odds that all of this Caribbean dominance, understanding that we Caribbean people are descendants of slaves, here we are in Emancipation Month dominating in the Olympics. Big up we, right?
And for me, what I look at is the chain of islands coming down. So we have St. Lucia, Dominica. So next is Vinci.
Yes.
And don't forget Grenada.
Grenada was also there as well.
Islands,
so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
We next in the chain islands.
Pressure.
So in the sum of the events over the weekend, we had for St. Lucia, St. Lucia and Dominica won their first ever Olympic medals, well, along with St. Vincent, of course, right? Dominica won in the triple jump. Thea Lafond, the Dominican athlete who won, let's see what it is here. Is it a gold?
Yes, she got gold.
She got a gold in the triple jump. There's also Miss Julian Alfred from St. Lucia, who won gold in the 100 meter as well.
I see her nickname is Juju. I can see people posting that a lot. Juju.
All right, so this person's been trying to call whole morning. Let's might be Christal, good friend. Christal and Doc, good friend. Morning.
Alfred Julian Alfred from St. Lucia.
Turn on the radio, please.
Won gold in the 100 meters.
Hi, caller. Good morning.
I don't think he realizes.
Good morning.
Morning.
Turn on your radio, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You sound bright like the sun, boy.
Well, I always bright in spite of all my trials and tribulations, you know. I have a peaceful mind. I try to be at peace with myself and with those who can understand what peace means to us. Thank God.
Before you continue, though, Dave, somebody said on the live this morning, they begin you for your 40 years of contribution to radio commentary.
40 years?
That's what they say. That's what I read.
They may start to count yet. I wonder who do that. But, you know, my joy is a special joy. And one of the words I took note of is homelessness. Homelessness. Will this make a difference to us as we go forward? I'm asking the question again, will this make a difference as we go forward? Will any other Vincentian, male or female, with that potential go through the same thing like what Shafiqa had to go through? I have to ask these very, very basic questions as to the success so far. The final has not yet been complete, where the final of the 800 meters race is concerned. I am still waiting patiently, and hopefully that Shafiqa Maloney can really, 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 really take the number one position. But as I listened, because with all of this, I'm a person, I don't just look at things superficially. With all what I'm hearing, I'm taking notes, I'm listening, and that's why I asked the questions before. I hope that this will serve as a mind changer for us to get out of our mental state that we are stuck in. And I'm sending those words to all and sundry who understand what I'm saying. I hope we will get out of this. Shafiqa, I don't know how to thank you girls so far, but like I said, I'm still waiting to see what will be the final result. I never met Shafiqa. I want to look at her on television and I see the size of woman. Wow, 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 wow. She really must have something in her with that physique and her physical ability to match up to the world's best. To match up to the world's best at this time. I told my friend last night on his sports program on NBC Radio that I was hoping and praying. And I went to bed last night with Shafiqa on my mind. And to hear all the kind things that are being said about her now, I am hoping that this ain't just a one-day talk or a 9-day talk, according to Vincentians, how we speak and say things. I hope, and that's why I'm speaking so loud and proud, I am hoping that this can bring a change, a positive change to those of us who are so negative and who can't accept and appreciate a person for what they're worth, what he or she is worth. That's what I want to see happen. All right?
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Big up to Shafiqa, and I just hope that she achieves the ultimate. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Dave, for your contribution.
All right, thank you. Before we continue, Dianna, you could wrap up what you were saying. I think you had like 1 or 2 other names to mention.
Oh, yes.
And then Roleza's response to the original question. Right?
Okay. So to continue, we also have Shanika Rickett. She's a Jamaican. Also in the triple jump, she got a silver medal in triple jump. In the decathlon, a Grenadian brother, Lyndon Victor, he got a bronze. And in shot put from Jamaica, Rajindra Campbell also got a bronze medal
in shot put.
In shot put, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Congrats.
Yeah, so congrats to all of them. They are making their mark and putting the Caribbean. And that's the thing. What I really love is when one succeed, all are we clapping.
Yeah.
Whoa! We are all clapping when one succeeds. We are all clapping. But before it would have just been more of a case of us seeing Jamaica out front. Then we saw Grenada. But now it's the other islands who are stepping up to the plate. So
St. Kitts was there at one point in time. There's some master athletes, of course, Trinidad, and so.
True.
In the past. And
so in the past. In the
past. Before you come in there, I want to raise something here that athletes. I put my doctor's hat on. It's tough out there. Injury. You see Sherry Fraser Price, Miss Jackson, those top athletes from Jamaica having to pull out because of injury or limit the amount of racing that they're going to be able to do. And the amount of work you do in a season, injuries, if your season is too long, your risk of injury. You know, the most common type of injury is called a hamstring injury, the thigh for sprinters. And other people could have different type of injuries, but it's tough out there to get over these injuries, especially if you go back too quickly. And so athletes can rise and then injury could limit their career. But if you go far, it could really be an opening for you from a career point of view. But could you imagine an athlete who spent a lot of years doing that? They're amateur, they're not getting a salary as such, and then get an injury, but they haven't got the degree behind them. They haven't got those other things, and they now have to settle back in society, you know? And there are a lot of athletes like that who came in 5th, came in 6th, came in 7th. They didn't come first and second. They didn't win a gold and a bronze. And what really happens to them afterwards? We love winners. We love winners. And if you come in 5th and 4th, it isn't often good enough.
And suddenly that thought, that line from A Raising the Sun comes to head. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it fester like a sore or something, you know?
Yes. Society puts you up on a pedestal. Society puts you up on a pedestal and expect you to win. And if you don't win, I'm a Man United fan. I'm a Lakers fan. And when these teams don't win, West Indies, cricket, if they don't win, them damn people, they don't watch them anymore. You understand? And there are times other teams come in, other teams have their athlete trainers and so forth, they learn, and we are beaten sometimes, you know? It doesn't mean that you won't come back, but I just want to really throw that out.
I think, I know, Chris, I have a question to answer. I think part of what Doc is speaking about, one of the things that always concerns me with athletes or persons, even in entertainment, because they themselves, the vessel, they are their business, right? Yeah. Sports athletes, they would get endorsements, and this is how they get to accumulate funds. They get to accumulate riches, right? What it is that I think sometimes that there needs to be a lot of counseling happening alongside with whatever rise they've gotten to, because many of them don't know how to adjust to becoming a regular citizen in the end, right? Or even not necessarily achieving the goals that they would have set out to achieve. Many of them, it's a mental thing. It's a mental struggle for them to sort of adjust or to readjust, or even to that feeling of maybe disappointments, not only for themselves, but also persons who were looking out for them. So many athletes or many sports individuals, it always crosses my mind in terms of what do they do to try to, or what is said from a professional level to help them to adjust to going back to ordinary life. And we're looking at something like Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, and this is actually going to be her last Olympics. And right? And she has had to withdraw from what I know it's one race.
No, it was Jackson who withdrew from the 100. Shelly-Ann, she was going for the 200, right? She didn't withdraw from the 200 yet, did she?
She withdrew from.
I think Jackson withdrew from the 200, and Shelly-Ann is the 100 meter.
Yeah, Shelly-Ann withdrew from the 100 meter, and Jackson from the 200 meter.
So Shelly-Ann running the 200?
100.
No, but no, she at the last minute.
The 200,
at the last minute, she pulled. Yesterday, she pulled out from the 100.
Oh,
remember, Alfred won the 100. She didn't run.
Right,
she didn't run in the 100. She pulled up. Now Jackson pulled out of the 100 and was supposed to run the 200, and they had the 200 heats earlier today. So I don't know if she ran in the 200.
No, because the article says that Jackson pulled out of the 200.
So she pulled out of both. You understand?
It doesn't mention Shericka Jackson for the 100.
No, but Miss Julian Alfred won the gold for the 100. You know what I mean? That's gone already.
Yeah.
And Jackson didn't run. She'd already pulled out of the 100 some time ago. And I wonder about injury. Now, sorry to put it, but you remember in tennis, this black Chinese, Osaka.
Osaka.
Haitian Chinese.
And then
right?
we had Simone Biles
Yeah.
a couple of years ago
Haitian.
talking about mental issues.
Yeah.
When they use that term mental issues, people don't quite understand what's really going on. But women, a tough thing about women, sometimes they have to go through pregnancy. And what does pregnancy do to their career? Shelley Ann Fraser Price was able to have a child and come back and still win. For a number of women, that is tough. Williams, the tennis player, she had a child and tried coming back. Serena. So it is tough to have a child.
And one of the things that many persons tend to say, because I think Shelly-Ann herself struggled with persons commenting on, is now a good time for you to have a during the height of your career. Is now and that's the thing. Women have to
after she got pregnant.
Yeah, after she got pregnant. Yeah.
You would say you're stupid to go and have a child now at the height of your career. That what they say to her. Oh my God.
There was another female athlete that got pregnant and she lost her brand deal because of the pregnancy, and it led to her creating her own product and line, and she was probably even more successful than before. So I mean,
wonderful.
Sometimes it might be doomsday. It's very unfair at the end of the day when you look at the gender differences. But you could use that to propel you forward.
The point is that a male, he contributes to the pregnancy, but goes on with his career.
He wasn't the athlete, though.
He goes on with his career. The female becomes pregnant, and her career, at least for 9 months plus the period after, goes on hold. How does she pull back, get her body back to be at the same level where she was coming first as opposed to coming fifth and sixth? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough.
And still deal with the mental changes of becoming a mother. Left to be seen.
All right, so we are going to have to continue part of this conversation because Chris and I still have a thing to respond. All right. So we are going to continue with this. In Talk to Me, we probably try to get him to talk to me very early enough.
Oh, before we go, Naomi Osaka, she was born to a Haitian father and Japanese mother. So she's Haitian Japanese or Japanese Haitian, whichever one. I prefer the Haitian before. But something though, you mentioned that Caribbean excelling at the Paris Olympics. I saw somebody on TikTok talking about the significance of it happening in France, because France was part of our colonizing history. And it's kind of like, how does it look to see our flags up on the podiums in a country that once colonized or attempted to, the French history across the entire Caribbean nation? But
No. I mean,
don't take up the time in 92
Olympics in London.
No, but also we should have really shined up there.
Right.
We should have been up. Don't start.
Not just us as Caribbean, as West Indians, but also the African nation.
Because who won the 100? You say Bolt and so forth. They blew away the whole thing. They were the big names.
Should have won all.
Yes.
ARLL. All right. So the time here in SVG, it is 9:02, and it's time for us to present you today's ECCB currency exchange rates.